What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Town Hall 17. Today, for you guys, we got a decent amount of loot, but we're going to be showing. I'm basically going to show you how I progress quickly on my base in just a couple upgrades. Either the laboratory or just buildings in general. So we're just going to show you a quick little bit on how I progress quickly, how I can do that as a free to play player, because anyone can do this, paid or free to play. Anyone can do this as well. So let me go over to my power spaces to show you guys what we have going on so far. Right now I have my last Tesla. I normally do like all my Teslas in the same time. Not really the same time at any moment. I basically just try to upgrade them staggeredly. So while all of them are going there at different times. Same thing with my Inferno Towers. You can see one is 6, one is 9, and then one that was recently upgraded. So all of them are still going at the same time. No, but me only having one builder, I'm gonna show you that I can do more than one upgrade with this one builder. And you'll be thinking, what am I talking about? Let me show you. So there's something that we do every month. See the bell. So this league shop here, this is definitely the best way to progress your base very, very quickly, because everyone can do City Bell. I would recommend everyone try to find a clan that can do City Bell for you, because you may not be able to do attacks, but being able to be spun in the City Bell, you're actually able to still get medals. So that's why I would recommend always do City Bell. I have 340 medals and I'm able to get another hammer of fighting and another hammer of building if necessary. So I do this all the time. Every time silver rolls around, I buy all four, and then I sometimes even wait for the next silver to then be able to buy the next four again, depending on where my base is and where my progression is. So I'm able to buy two of these because I already have two in my treasury, basically in my magic items: hammer fighting and a hammer of building. So we're gonna get into that right now. I also have a laboratory upgrade, and I'll show you why this is going to be important. So right now I have a hammer building. I currently have, when it comes to upgrades, the last four expos and also the build huts. Those are things that we need to get into. So obviously the big ticket defenses. We also have the monolith, which is another big ticket defense as well. So if I really wanted to, and also we have mortars as well, which are not really that important, and then my 1,000 traps. So but we'll get into those as well. I'm gonna just remove that over here. But the main thing is we need to be able to dump stuff into defenses. And I could decide that I want to do two hammers of building on the expos and then still do a third upgrade. So I'm getting three upgrades done in one go. Or I could just do one expo, one monolith, and then do another upgrade. So it's still three upgrades. It's still three upgrades. So what I'm gonna do is, which I think makes the most sense, I could still, like I said, I could do three expos in one go. I could definitely do that and then do the last one and then do the monolith. But for me, because this is such a big upgrade and such a good upgrade, I'm actually going to buy the hammer of building on and use it on the monolith, because it goes to level 4 and this is the max level, and then we still have supercharges. I'll get into like a supercharge video by itself, because supercharges are pretty up there in upgrades. So that's something I think I'll try to explain a little more in doing the monolith. So let's upgrade the monolith level 4. Bam, there we go. And I mean, like I said, we still have the supercharges and stuff that needs to be done, but that upgrade was definitely worth it. That was needed. That was definitely needed. So buy another hammer of building, and now we're going to do this. We're going to upgrade one of the bows, but we're going to use the hammer fighting first, hammer building first, to upgrade that, and it knocks off so many days. You can see how many days we've been knocking off so far in just upgrades. So we're going to use a hammer building to max out one of the expos, and then we're able to then do another upgrade, which should be another. So this is like the best way to do it in my eyes, because I've done it since I started Let's Play series all the way to the lowest town hall since it did magic items. So this has always been the way that I like to do it and the way that I'm able to progress very quickly. You don't have to do it the way you can do it your way. That's the best thing about Clash. You can upgrade your way, but this is just the way that I tend to do it. And Citadel helps out so much. Be able to do like so many upgrades. Because if I didn't have to do like the Molotov and stuff, I would have had 3 expos done. Two done with the book, 2 books with the hammers, and then one with the a normal upgrade. Or even if I had a book, I could use a book and still have a room, so I would have all 4 expos done in with one builder. That's sometimes how I tend to do. I don't think I have a book or anything. No, I don't have a book. I have a rune, but I have an extra a building. So I tend to pair runes and books together and the hammers on their own. So that's just how I do it as well. No, we just spent those. So now we can only buy one more hammer, which should be hammer fighting. So now let's get into the laboratory. And the laboratory has a decent amount of things going with it. So you can see I don't have any darkness at all because these are very expensive and I still need to do the minion prints that I've been dumping darkness into, and also the pet holes, which I've been definitely dumping majority of my darkness into because we want to get the unicorn maxed out. And then Sneezy is something I want to try as well, so I'll max out Sneezy and try out Sneezy as well. But the main thing when it comes to the laboratory is we have Dark Elixir, which we had in new Dark Elixir stuff. And because I prefer to always, when it comes to Dark Elixir in the laboratory, I prefer to spend Dark Elixir. Prefer to spend hammers or fighting on the Dark Elixir troops rather than Elixir troops, because you sometimes tend to get Elixir way faster than Dark Elixir, and you have a lot of Dark Elixir demands, laboratory, as well as all the heroes, and also the pets if you get to the pet section if you are a certain level 4 pet. So the Dark Elixir demand is a little higher than the Elixir demand in my opinion, and because Elixir is so much easier to get, you can do Elixir in one go. So I like to spend hammers of fighting in the laboratory. So now because we have 3 Dark Elixir upgrades, well 5 I should say, but the ones that I'm really using is really 3. I'm going to be spending hammers in the laboratory, and the laboratory is one of the main buildings that takes the longest on any base. So being able to progress it quicker every single time is definitely worth it. And you're able to try new strategies if you like to try new strategies, and just get the lab out of the way because the lab is annoying. So let's do this. So ice column, I use the ice column all the time. Getting the ice column upgraded is definitely perfect. 15 days, 12 hours, and I saved 300,000 Dark Elixir. So that's what I'm trying to say. So me saving 300,000 Dark Elixir, if I had it, I can invest that into a hero. You see where I'm coming at? You see where I'm going at? So now we're gonna spend the hammer fighting on the ice column. Ice column is maxed out. And then I'm gonna go in over here, just knock off 15 days by the way. I'm gonna go in here, buy another hammer fighting. I won't be able to buy any more. All I can basically buy is like build a potion if I need to. And I'm gonna go back into the laboratory and we're gonna knock out another upgrade. The hogs, I love the hogs. I wanna try the hogs again. Also the golem is not a bad ploy. But the hogs, I like the hogs. 280k Dark Elixir, and it is the most expensive one, so prefer to do the most expensive one. 14 days, 12 hours, and we knock out hog for the extra hogs as well as the super hogs. So we just knocked off some almost 30 plus days of upgrades by just using 2 hammers. You see where I'm coming at. If I had a hammer spell, so I definitely would have done the bat spell. The bat spell isn't like a big investment for me right now because I'm not using bats. But then we also have like the recall spell I haven't used too much, and then like archers as well. So what I'm gonna do when it comes to upgrades, I'm gonna just do the archers. There you go, 13 days. So I literally just did 3 upgrades in the laboratory, just doing that, and we already knocked off 2 big ticket troops in the lab, and just we only have a couple more left. So we just have the troop launcher. We also have the furnace that I need to upgrade, the bot spell, and then also the revive spell as well. So I can definitely like knock those out when I have like spells and stuff. If I had more Dark Elixir, I could, but I don't really want to spend the Dark Elixir rune on that because I have so much more Dark Elixir. So if I definitely had more, I would have done the upgrade, spent the book, used the rune, and then upgrade like something else if I needed to. But because I don't want to waste any dark elixir, I won't do that. So that's really it. This is just how I do it. When it comes to progression and base, always prefer to like spend hammers in the laboratory, because the laboratory is like one of those bottlenecks. And then if I have like any hammers or buildings and stuff that I invest in, depending on the progress of my base, I do that. Exactly what I did there today, doing those defenses. So, but that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time.